The views and opinions expressed in the following do not represent the views and opinions of the station.
Are you tired of interns who can't even perform everyday office tasks? Does your intern lack motivation or initiative? Have you been looking for an intern who can deliver to your highest expectations? If so, then this solution is for you.
Hi, I'm Zoe Ziegler, and welcome to Inroads, Intern Solutions. What you're going to witness today is the solution to all your intern-related problems. So what is Inroads, you wonder? Inroads is a multi-summer internship placement program for high-performing minority students. The mission of Inroads is to develop and place talented minority youth in business and industry and prepare them for corporate and community leadership. Inroads offers internship opportunities at some of the nation's largest companies. The program's rigorous career development training process challenges interns to commit to excellence and raise the bar on all their personal expectations.
Inroads is an organization that seeks to increase business career opportunities for the best ethnically diverse students. Due to the increasing demand of diversity in the workplace, Inroads is established in 1970 to identify capable high school as well as university students who will pursue careers in business, engineering, sales, and marketing.
The late founder Frank C. Carr has planted the seeds of what Inroads has become today. Inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, Frank quit his executive level job and committed himself to increasing the number of highly qualified, ethnically diverse leaders in the corporate world.
Frank launched Inroads in his hometown of Chicago in June of 1970 by calling in favors from past corporate colleagues and by cultivating new friendships. His mission was to place talented minority youth in business and industry and prepare them for corporate and community leadership. That year, Frank was able to place 25 interns with 17 sponsoring corporations. Since then, Inroads has grown to an international organization with more than 55 offices. Inroads continues to receive numerous recognitions and awards, including being selected as one of the top 10 internships by the Princeton Review every year since 1994.
Inroads has nearly 17,000 alumni and 5,500 current participants in over 900 companies. Nearly 90% of Inroads interns accept full-time positions with their sponsoring companies upon graduation.
So, what's so great about Inroads interns?
Yeah, I already have an intern. What sets Inroads interns apart?
Well, I'll tell you what's so great about Inroads interns. Nearly 80% of Inroads alumni felt they were better prepared for their first full-time position than non-Inroads candidates, and that's all because of the training.
Our leadership training revolves around a curriculum designed to enhance the skill sets of our students to excel and succeed in corporate America. The training that they get is based on their year in school. For example, freshmen would receive corporate survival, and our sophomores and juniors and graduating seniors begin taking classes in leadership development. They do business simulations, Harvard Business Simulation case studies, for example. And this is a value-added part of what Inroads does. Students are in their internships during the summer, but in addition to that, Inroads is taking them away on a few weekends to do what we call our leadership development.
What sets us apart from other internships is we have this component. So instead of an intern doing their summer internship, not having any direction or structure, Inroads provides an advisor to come in and help that student during the summer, guide them through their summer internship. When they stumble upon some obstacles, they have someone to go back to and ask for help and ask for guidance.
The unique thing about Inroads is that students can apply at a young age, coming out of high school. And once we screen our students based on our paper qualifications, they have to go through an Inroads interview. And they interview with alumni and staff. And once they meet those qualifications that we're looking for, the soft skills of interviewing and leadership qualities, we're moving them to what we call our talent pool. And our talent pool is where we are refining their interviewing skills, their resumes, their career objectives. really making them a quality candidate to present to any of our sponsoring companies.
The ultimate goal of the Inroads internship is to convert our current interns into full-time employees upon graduation. This is another value-added component of the Inroads program. There is a commitment on the intern side that when they do join Inroads in their sponsoring company, that they return to their sponsoring company each year until they graduate. Upon graduation, then we help negotiate with the sponsoring company and the intern a full-time employment opportunity.
Well, that's great. Inroads interns are well trained, but what about results?
Well, here are a few examples of what Inroads interns have accomplished over the summers.
Created an updated version of the new vehicle delivery checklist to be used at Toyota dealers nationwide. Assisted in creating the college relations portion of the Human Resources website. In addition, Inroads interns at Toyota have worked together on Kaizen projects each summer, which have been implemented and very well received by Toyota management.
Toyota decided to partner up with Inroads as a way of, first of all, most importantly, getting talent, the very best talent. That was the #1 priority. And then a second priority was also to add diversity to our intern program. Inroads is in the top 10 of all internship programs in the United States, right up there with the White House and the Supreme Court, MTV. But among the top 10, it's the only one that's minority oriented. So Inroads has been a fantastic partner with Toyota because of the talent that they offer and also because of the depth of diversity that it brings.
What impressed me about Inroads was the preparation that the organization took to prepare us for our interns that were coming in. They had an orientation program for us. They explained the history. They explained what types of interns, the criteria for screening them. So when we received the interns, we had a good appreciation for the efforts that went through to ensure that we got the best quality candidates.
There's a lot of value to Inroads. It gives us the opportunity to see new talent that we wouldn't ordinarily get the outreach to. We get to have the opportunity to work with young associates over multiple years and help them in their career development. And then there's a networking aspect of it. I've certainly gotten to know other major corporations in the area and get a better feel for what we could be doing that we haven't been. It's a Kaizen or a PDCA of our own programs.
You know, everything is done on computers these days, from documenting memos to PowerPoint presentations and spreadsheets and analyses. So these interns that come in are already so familiar with Microsoft Office, and they're very savvy, and they can even pick up new programs and new systems and learn those from scratch and become experts at it in such a short amount of time. So it's been very impressive, you know, being so young and so focused and so talented. It's been quite an honor to work with these interns.
I think that in general we were looking for more interns, and we definitely were trying to be aggressive in terms of our diversity strategy. And I know that Inroads focuses on ethnic diversity, but we were also looking at diversity in terms of background, in terms of interest, and all of those things were attractive when we were looking at Inroads as a partner.
Initially, our intern, we had them work on some survey information for some projects that we had initially implemented. Over the course of time, as more experienced they were proved their experience, we were able to get them involved in more system and project focused work, such as becoming a tester on some of our implementations, like our ERP system and some of our S-based databases. And then eventually over time they graduated to a proficiency level where they were actually conducting training. So year over year, really impressed with the level of confidence and the building of the skills and ability.
Inroads has a great program in that they look at a large number of college students and work with them and actually present us with really the cream of the crop. Anyone that has spent any time recruiting knows that for every one position, it's not it's not unusual to see hundreds of candidates. So partnering with Inroads really helps us to find the cream of the crop of all the talent that is actually out there in the community.
The biggest piece that impressed me with our Inroads Summer Intern was the initiative they took, little direction, very little supervision, and came back with a product that was dead on target every time.
We know how extensive and how important it is for us to look through a lot of applications and resumes, and to have an organization like Inroads actually do a lot of that work for us, where they're actually, the group that apply for the Inroads program is already a very top caliber group, and they are actually going through and determining who's the best in that group, and by the time we see the candidates, we know that we're choosing among really excellent people. So for us, it's a tremendous time saver, and it really allows the experience for that intern to be really pretty special.
Most internships, the student will come and spend one summer here, and almost never do they actually accept a position with Toyota after that internship. But Inroads really drives toward a different success measurement, and that is that the interns start early in their college careers. They stay with the same sponsor, in this case the sponsor would be Toyota, get to know the company, we get to know them, and then the objective is for the internships to actually be offered and accept positions with the company. So all of that effort that goes into working with the interns and all of their participation in our company results in having a great hire at the end of it that we know is going to be a good fit for the job and for the company.
I get it now. With Inroads, you'll get an intern with experience, training, business etiquette, and innovation. You'll get a leader who produces results.
And that's Inroads, the Intern Solution.